I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is this? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Target on the move. Prepare to engage.
May the Force be with you.
I will do what I must.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our special anniversary version preview. Today, we're thrilled to showcase a ton of new content coming in the patch. So, let's jump right in. First up is Battlefield Draft, MLBB's latest event that will implement temporary battlefield modifiers based on your votes. Each modifier effect slightly alters the battlefield rules. For instance, with the Super Entourage effect, the Lord will summon 3 super minions when pushing a lane. These diverse gameplay effects will challenge your hero selection and game strategy. We hope to make MLBB fresh and exciting for players new and old, and provide new gameplay experiences throughout the season. Meet Suyo, a wandering exorcist from Juan, who wields the power of the immortal Noir. He's a versatile hero who can switch between assassin and fighter roles on the fly. Each of his skills are essentially 2 skills that can be tapped or held to unleash completely different effects. We can't wait to see the brilliant plays you will achieve with him in-game. We've added additional visual indicators for some hero skills, so players can more accurately see where the skills will land. We've also optimized the visual indicators for certain skills, making them clearer and easier to identify. In addition, we've optimized the attack recovery animations for marksman heroes, making their basic attacks more fluid and improving kiting overall. This time around, we've optimized the underlying logic to make hero movement much more responsive. This change should make actions like stutter stepping much smoother in the future. We understand the login experience wasn't great for players on less powerful devices, which is why we've redesigned the login process and optimized our code to make login faster and reduce other login issues. That wraps up our anniversary version preview. We hope everyone will have a blast with all the new content. And we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.
Slain an enemy.
A darkness plagues this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is that? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear.
Hello everyone, and we are back to Vortex Esports Championship Season 2, and this is going to be the quarterfinals day 2, and it is going to be between
Butterfly is born
Team
by thy
Sacred
wish,
Divine going
guided
up against
by
the team
lantern's
LAXMI
light.
Fund. And on the blue side we have Team
They
Sacred
call me
Divine
a
this time,
hero
and
because I
on the
saved my
red side
nation
we
from
have
falling
Team
apart.
LAXMI Fund. And previously on the game 1 we got to see some massive kind of upset. Team Sacred Divine was able to pick off the victory against Lakshmi Chit Fund. So this is going to be the match point for the team LCF. And right now we are seeing the Jushin ban as
Where
well as
there
the
is light,
Yishunshin getting
there
banned. The
are also
Yishunshin was an
shadows.
absolute menace on the last game. So he is getting banned as soon as possible in this game. So I will be your caster Itami for this match, and I guess Ray is going to be joining me as soon as possible. So we will be waiting for him. By then, we are seeing the regular bands coming up by far, and that is going to be the Louis as
Hey,
well.
hey,
I am not the
So
only
Ray is
one
back
bound
with
by
me.
these
So please
chains.
take it from here, Ray.
no worries, Itami. I am so pleased to be back. Despite there was a disconnection issue last game, but the game proceeded on the offline, and it was the team Sacred
The
Divine who
Order
was able to
shows me
secure
to
the
vanquish
victory
the
with
shadows that
MOBA
plague this
Mizo
world.
really being, living to his name, the MOBA on his name, and dominating with that Yushan Shin from his side. And we see the Yushan Shin bang being the first one. It is so hilarious to see, like, I respect people who can dominate another team with non-meta heroes and make, a statement to the point that it has to be banned out. Really, really impressive. Don't you think so, Ayatami?
I definitely agree with you. He was able to utilize that hero so well
Stillwater's
that
run
he was
deep.
able to pick off a victory on one of the best, which is known as one of the best squads from India. And we gotta give it to Sacred Divine for winning the first match as well. And this is going to be the first pick for the side of Team
The
Sacred
hunt
Divine as well. And they
begins.
are going to be immediately locking in the Ruby for the gold lane, I guess. So, yes, Team Sacred Divine loves to pick
We'll
off the
find a
Ruby if
way,
they
even
got
when
it
all is
first, and they
forlorn.
are proceeding with the Ruby as the first pick. Meanwhile, from the side of Team LCF, we are
There are no
seeing the
shortcuts in
Vexana
life.
as well as
I
the Chip
literally
again getting
invented
picked from
one.
the side of Team LCF. So by far, I guess these are the regular picks we were expecting. And Ruby going to the gold lane, I think Alice is not getting picked off in this match, but there are still so many options left for them to pick. So let's see.
Yes, absolutely. Ruby being the go-to goal laner after her revamp onto the spellvamp and that Warx buff, she is the go-to goal laner, and I think she will be the goal laner because the Yuzong is being shown in right now, but at the last second it can be changed. I was expecting to see, an Alice pick coming in because she is such a menacing goal runner right now, but it is actually going to be Xboard EXP lane on the side of Team Sacred Divine. What do you think about this Xboard pick? Like, I do understand that he is a formidable foe, but he can be countered in the EXP lane quite easily. So a very strong pick coming in from the side of Team Sacred Divine, Itami.
I think they are going with the Xborg in order to deny the Teresla, but okay, the Claude coming up quite early against the Ruby. So yeah, Claude also got the adjustment. He got the mana removal, so you can basically spam his first and the second skill as soon as it's available, and he no longer relies on the basic common emblem. We can go with the marksman, even the assassin emblem with him. So Claude is quite a good pick in my opinion. And from the side of Team LCF, we are yet
True
to see the
love
ban, and that
is
is
like
going to be
blood.
the Carmilla getting banned up as the roamer. From the side of Team LCF, they are banning out the Carmilla this time. And meanwhile, we did see the Estes also
May
getting
the
picked
blood
up
of
from the
my
side of
enemies
Team
flow from my spear.
Sacred Divine. They are quite really they work really well with the Estes. And from the side of Team LCF, maybe they will be banning out the Estes this time. We are yet to see that. But from the side of Team Sacred Divine, we are seeing the Minstar getting banned. That Ruby just making sure that Minsita gold lane might not be picked, but they do have the Claude. But still, Mincy can be picked in the EXP lane, so they are getting rid of it. And from the side of Team LCF, we are yet to see the final ban. So, on your
My
thoughts, what
mission
it
is to
is going to
protect
be? It is
lives.
going to be the high loss, I see. So by far, I think these two Carmilla as well as the Hylos are the potential roamers. So they both of the roamers are getting banned for the side of for the side of Team Sacred Divine. So yeah, by far, looking at this drafts, it's quite okay, I would say.
I do think so. Those bans are really, really valid on, but the Louis being banned out, I see a potential of the Estes being picked again from the side of Team Sacred Divine. I mean, Estes is still a good pick because he can heal the Xbox Viraga armor. He can give the double sustain
I
to the
am
Ruby,
more
and he can
than
even
a
heal
weapon.
the Nightmare Spawn from the Zask. So let's see if my predictions can come true, and we might see another Estes pick coming in from the side of Team Sacred Divine. But let's see what will the side of team LCF will be going for the jungler this time. I mean, they picked the Ling in the last match, but this time since it's banned, I am curious to see what they will be going for. Will it be the Hayabusa, or will it be the Alpha or the Bane, or will we see something unconventional from their side this time? Let's see what is the jungler. And not to mention, I think MOBA Mizo might be going for the Granger with the signature pick for MOBA Zane. After all, he's
Vessel
such
of
a
iron,
devoted follower with that
wounds of
godly
steel.
Yushin Shin. What do you think? Will we see a Granger and Estes pick coming in from Sacred Divine right now?
Maybe or maybe not. They kind of Sacred Divine is kind of a team that relies on their comfort heroes,
Let's
and
get
there
this
comes the
over with.
Estes,
I'm
like you
starting
called
to
it.
get
And that Estes is getting picked as well on this match, and we might be seeing a Granger or another comfort hero that is on non-meta, which MOBA Mizo was able to work quite well on, just like the YSS on the previous game. So we might be seeing a Granger, we might not be seeing a Granger. It depends, but okay, we might be seeing a Granger this time once again, and there comes the Granger on to the jungle for the side of MOBA Mizo, man. Such a dedicated fan, I would say. And there comes the Fanny from the side of Team LCF as well. So Fanny can pick up the Granger on the back lines, but the heal from the Estes is gonna be like keep healing the Granger too. So it depends on the positioning of MOBA Mizo as well, but by far we see that on his comfort heroes, no matter who he is facing, he is able to do so well. And this is going to be the match point for Sacred Divine. If they are able to secure this victory, then they will be securing their spot onto the semi-finals as well. So this is the game number 2 between LAXMI Chit Fund and Sacred Divine. And if LCF wants to survive into this tournament, then they need to be winning this match.
Absolutely, and you have no idea how happy I was, how much I was smiling when I saw the Granger coming in from MOBA Mizo. Not to mention the Estes, just like I predicted. I mean, the Louis being banned out, like Louis is a concrete counter for the Estes, you know. So the Louis being banned out, I think the Estes was just, you know, waiting in the background to show up, and he is in the Land of Dawn on the side of Team Sacred Divine. I really thought Team LCF would be banning Estes out this time, but I think they thought they might not be going for the same strategy twice, but Team Sacred Divine was like, think again, we will be picking that Estes, and we will be going for MOBA Zane's iconic pick, the Granger by MOBA Mizo. I'm really excited to see how this game will go, because MOBA Mizo really showing his dedication to the name MOBA. Let's see what will happen as we head on to the Land of Dawn. Both junglers have already proceeded to take their buffs, and all the laners are just doing a little bit of poking between them.
Yep, and they are just trying to be focusing on the neutral objectives. By far, we are seeing a Gatot against an XPRO, and we might be seeing another skirmish coming around, and this time Fanny is able to pick off that kill, the first blood onto that Estes just now. And man, this Fanny is going to be quite annoying. We know how good is LCF onto that Fanny, but there comes another initiation. Fanny is able to secure another kill onto that Ruby. The flicker has been used by the Vexana. The Death Sonata has been used by the Granger as well. They will be retreating for now. No HPs left. They don't have the healer, so they need to be going back. But I think this Claude is trying to get the gold buff, the gold cannon. So he will be quite leading with a gold lead as well, and he will be retreating for now. But meanwhile, the turtle has already been spawned. A 2-for-0 trade by far, but you know, LCF are like kind of locked in this game, and they are like pretty much more serious about it on to this game. I see by far that Fanny is being quite annoying to that Granger, as well as she was able to pick off the kill onto that Estes as well. The turtle has already spawned, and Fanny is yet to arrive to the turtle scene. And I think both of the teams will be contesting for this turtle.
Yes. Oh, we see. They're both engaging, and that Death Sonata almost, I mean, actually connected, but the damage was not sufficient enough. Gatot Pacha is also driving in onto that backline.
Oh no!
By that Fanny, a triple kill onto her name. I think LCF is locked in, and they are going for their goated picks. The Fanny really showing the dominance. She is fed up of that MOBA Mizo, and she will be taking him down immediately, punishing him for picking a hero that does not have the stun to stop Fanny, and she's just going ham, and this does not look good to the side of Team Sacred Divine, who are sitting now with a 0 score under their name, 0 kills, and as well as a 0 objective, as Fanny was able to take down the turtle without any issues on their side. What do you think is going to be happening? Like, do you think this domination will continue, or Mobamizo will be pulling off a miracle? Because I do have a hope. The Estes' heal is not that much. He does not have the Oasis. He does not have the fleeting time right now. So maybe in the later phases when Estes has that build, Fanny will not be able to one shot that nature. We see a
Oh
oh
no!
Mizo securing that beautiful kill onto that Claude. Really great aiming from his side.
The blazing duet did came up from that Claude, but Granger was able to secure the kill with his S1. I think he didn't realize the Granger was still hiding there onto the bush. He had he like the Granger had his red bullet, so immediately he went for the S1. But meanwhile, that is a one-shot coming up from the Fanny onto the Granger. The SS has used his heal, but the double kill goes to the Fanny once again. The heal was not enough. The Dominator's Descent has been used, and Gatot is able to secure another kill onto that Zaz. Man, oh man, this Fanny is going to be a nuisance in this game. The Ruby is trying to make off, secure another kill to that Vexana, but she is not able to do so. The Thunderbolt has been given to the Gatotkacha as well. And man, this Fanny is definitely not holding back this time. They are all locked in, and they are just making sure that they will be trying to secure the semi-final spot for them instead of Sacred Divine.
Yes, the Fanny is trying to, solidify that they're still in this game, despite the, a little bit of a blunder on the first pick and losing to that Yishin Shin. They will be banning him out, and they are showing the dominance with this Fanny. I think this is his signature pick, and she's really, really going to punish that Xborg who just popped off his immortality. Oh, that Eternal God coming in, and I think Xborg will not be safe from the onslaught of Fanny, who's on the legendary right now. But the Granger really knows what to do. He knows that going on to that objective, it's just, walking straight up into the Death's Calling. So he left that.
Shit!
Coming in with the teleportation plague, really bringing 3 people onto bot lane, onto that Granger who was taken down immediately. Good decision making from the Granger to prioritize that first. I'm offended coming in from Ruby. We see a great engage on that bot lane, but oh my god, the damage from Claude and Gatotkacha complex. Oh, Gatotkacha dumping in again. Claude did not use the blazing duet, but he will be taking down Estes easily without any issues. Fanny is on a legendary. What a one-sided game from Team LCF. I think like.
Oh my god, the Death Sonata did connect and the Claude was immediately picked off. He was out of position and he got instantly punished. I bet he didn't knew that Granger was coming for him this time, and the Claude falling off for the 3rd time onto this game. Meanwhile, Fanny, the Pirata armor is not there, and she might be able to secure the kill onto that Xborg, but no, I think she doesn't have a throat cut, the ultimate, and the Xborg is able to retreat. But man, this Fanny is all locked in this time, and she is making sure she gets all the kills as well as some stacks onto her Sky Piercer if she has it. And from the side of Team Sacred Divine, we are seeing that the Granger is trying to lock in more to the Claude, and doing that he is able to pick off some kills onto that Claude as well. But the amount of objectives they are losing just because they are trying to mark the goal laner is not good. There comes the Eternal Guard from that Vexana, not getting a kill, and another kill for that Granger onto that Claude once again. Fanny is trying to dive into the backline, and there comes another initiation. Cutout with his ultimate, able to secure the kill instantly onto that Estes. The turtle has already been spawned once again, and I guess Team LCF will not be trying to contest for this turtle. Instead, they will be trying to go for the 8-minute Lord.
Yes, I think so. They want to end this early because the more they delay it, the more tanky that Ruby and Xbox will become, and more the heals will be coming in from that SS. I think Ruby is in a little bit of an odd position. She's charging in way too head on, and she will be one-shotted immediately. I think that was a little bit of a blunder from the side of Granger and Ruby, who were kind of overconfident and wanted to take down the blue buff all to themselves. I think they should have waited for the Estes and the Zask as well, and they will be punished for that blunder onto that side as they have been taken down. And the Lord is spawning in immediately in just 1 second, and Fanny has already proceeded to take it because they know Granger is in no position to take down the Lord for himself. And this will be the first Lord of this game, as it will be taken down by the side of Team LCF without any contestant from the side of Team Sacred Divine. And now, right now, Sacred Divine just needs to defend. Will they
Oh
be able to
no.
defend?
The blue buff is gone as well for the side of Granger, and Fanny was able to get it quite easily. In terms of objectives, LCF is far for ahead compared to Team Sacred Divine. They have almost over 10k goal lead already, and I guess they will try to just sing the lanes and end the game as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Granger just got his endless battle as well. He will be using some enhanced basic attacks for him, but I don't think that would be enough for like handling every single one of them from the side of Team LCF. And the Lord is marching from the mid lane, and by far, I guess, in terms of objectives, LCF. And meanwhile, Ruby tries to use the I am offended. The flicker has been used. She almost got picked up once again from the hands of the Claude, and this Lord is marching as well as from the bot side. We might be seeing one skirmish coming around. Back to you, Ray.
And the Lord is still marching in. The base does pop off its blast. Oh, was that? I was actually mistaken. The Zask was able to pop off his ultimate right at the nick of time, but the Penny is just way too dominating. The legendary coming in, but the Zask finally lands a shutdown. Oh my god, the shutdown will give the bounty to their whole team, and that might be, very crucial onto the side of Team Sacred Divine, who were falling behind so far. But I think that was a little bit of a mistake for Fanny coming in so deep, and she was taken down. As we all know, the bounty has gone to the side of Team Sacred Divine, who will be I mean, look at the gold difference from going up to like around 7,000. It has gone up to 4,000 only. So I think Team Sacred Divine now has the chance to make a comeback, because that blunder from that Fanny and that bounty will give them enough gold to get a few items. If that XPRO and Ruby does a really good front lining and stops that Fanny from killing that Ranger, I think they have a really good chance of making a comeback and securing game number 2. Let's see, the Fanny is already charging in. Oh my god, she might be going in for...
Oh, there comes the Gatot, and Gatot is able to secure the kill onto that Ruby, man. The domination descent has also been used from the side of the Zask, but he is not able to do much damage. And one thing I just noticed was 5 of the kills that goes to Sacred Divine, 5 of them goes to the hands of the Claude. The Claude was the one who died 5 times, and the Sonata coming up from the Granger, picking off a kill onto nobody this time. And the Claude as well as the Fanny, who was fallen off by only one time. All of the members, most of them are kind of immortals right now, and the Pirata armor has been popped up for the side of the XPRO as well. The Lord is about to spawn, and Team LCF are quite still the dominant team, and they will be, I guess they will just be focusing onto the Lord and try to end this game as soon as possible, because if the game overextends, then Estes is kind of a squishy hero, and he will be able to get some like defense items like antique and everything, antique dominance, as well as the flask of the Oasis. And if it goes to the late game, then it might be quite for trouble for LCF. So we gotta see. But well, Fanny is waiting for him onto the bush. Estes is right there to help him this time, to assist him. The Death Sonata has been used, but it misses, and Chip is able to make such a beautiful escape, a beautiful, like, he was able to save the Fanny in such a graceful way.
Yes, that Fanny really, doing the side steps to the left, to the right, and she was able to, dodge that Death Sonata and was able to survive and even secure the Lord. Things are not looking good for the side of Team Sacred Divine right now, who are, getting behind. They are not locked in onto that base. They are not able to go ahead anymore, as the Luminous Lord is already marching in on that mid lane. They do not have the third skills anymore as well, and I think this will be a free inhibitor to the side of Team LAXMI CHIT Fund. Oh, the Zask is doing a really great job. Oh, Gadokata jumping in. Monster kill under his name. He takes down the Ruby, but he will be shut down from that Zask. Oh, the Fanny is also...
Fanny. Okay. She's safe. He almost got taken out by the tower, but meanwhile the flicker has been used for the chip. The Fira, like the last insanity is, I think it was supposed to go to the chip, but the XPRO went on to the minions. The blazing duet has been used by the Cloud, but the Estes heal is still there in order to protect his teammates. The immortality has been popped up for that XPRO, and Fanny will be trying to get the kill onto that Estes, and a beautiful kill onto that Estes. Man, this Fanny is so freaking good. Like, she is able to make escapes, she is able to make those kills, and there comes the Eternal Guard from that Vexana popping off, knocking up 3 people, but the damage is not there yet. She doesn't deal as much damage compared to the early game. Onto the late game though, but still, the Eternal Guard was able to stun 3 of those people, but no one was able to make a call and pick off from there. So back to you, Ray.
Yes, and so far I really thought the game would be over by now, but Team Secret Divine really holding off. They're trying to push for that late game where they can truly shine with that Xbox tankiness as well as Ruby's crowd control coming in. Not to mention the Estes' super duper heal, the Fountain himself. So they really have a solid chance of securing this victory and taking their position onto that semifinals. But Team LAXMI CHIT, they are locked in as well. They are not going down without a battle, and they want a game number 3. They want to secure this victory at any cost. They are not even letting them come out of their bases. They're really letting them be enclosed inside their turrets and onto that nexus, as they are not able to come out at all. The Lord will be spawning in soon, and I think it will be taken down by Fanny without any contested coming in from their side again.
Yep, and I guess the Lord is about to be spawning in the next 15 seconds. I guess it's better for Team LCF to be waiting for the Lord as well. That is going to be the Luminous Lord, in my opinion. So, yeah, they will just try to be focusing onto the Lord. Fanny is trying to get the Rangers blue buff as well, and the Lord has already been spawned for their side, and Team LCF will be proceeding to go for the Lord. The Lord is also there to deal some damage to the Lord and take down the Lord as soon as possible. So by far it's looking quite good, but I think they are, Sacred Divine are trying to contest for the Lord. They are not able to do so. Fanny is able to secure to the Lord, and she will be retreating for now on quite low HP. We are seeing some skirmish going around onto the bot lane, and the Estes has been taken down by that Gutwood Kacha. They are trying to make an initiation. The Fanny is back to the battlefield, and look at that Fanny, the double kill for that Fanny, a 3-for-0 trade. By far only the Granger and the Zaska remaining in order to defend the base, and I guess this is pretty much over for the side of Team Sacred Divine. Granger is quite low, but he is able to secure a kill onto that chip. The minions are yet to arrive. There comes the Death Sonata from that Granger. If that connected to the Claude, then the Claude would have been dead, but the Fanny has joined the battlefield once again. Granger needs to be careful, but oh my god, the Fanny is trying to get another kill, but no, MOBA Mizo will be securing the kill, but still LCF will be taking on to the game 2, and this is going to be a match number 3, 1-1, LCF 1 and Team Sacred Divine 1. Man, this match was like MOBA Mizo tried his absolute best, but this time his comfort pick didn't work out. The Fanny was absolutely killing it in this game, and still they did try. Sacred Divine did try the best, but the best was not enough this time. They will be like Team LCF will be forcing out another game number 3, and the Fanny is going to be the MVP of this game. Gatot was also almost not fallen off until the end, and he was also able to make such good initiations as well as secure some kills as well for the side of his team. And we will be back with game number 3, so that is going to be the match point between LCF and Sacred Divine, and whichever team secures the victory, that team will be proceeding to the semifinals of Vortex Esports Championship Season 2. So we will be back, guys. Stay tuned.
A darkness plagues this world. unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
Sacred Divine अच्छा है क्या? They are good. They managed to beat us as well.
What is
on the round of
this? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy,
Oh, good.
I'm scared.
LCF को 1-1 कर दिया तो भाई ठीक ठाक टीम ही लग रहा है मुझे. LCF हमारा बहुत बड़ी बात है.
Let's get out of
Yeah, good.
Get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In
So
their hearts,
we are
be
back
investors
with game
in the
number 3, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going on between Team LCF, Lakshmi
They
Chit
call me
Fund,
a
going
hero
up against Team
because I
Sacred
saved my
Divine.
nation from
And
falling
we
apart.
did see this YSS getting picked on game number 1, and he was dominating the game. So this time from the side of LCF, as we seen in the
Gaze
game 2, they are
stars
going with
and
the
seek
YSS
your
first ban,
path.
and this time on the game 3 as well, they will be proceeding with the YSS as their first ban. Meanwhile, from the side of Team Sacred Divine, they are getting rid of the Luo. This time, myself, I am Itami, and in my casting is
The
on my caster
hunt
decks is joining
begins.
me none other than my friend Fredo. So say hi, Fredo, to the stream.
Sir,
Hello
what's
everyone,
your
this is me
command?
Fredo and I will be casting with Itami in the third match, which is the match point for both the teams. I mean, Team Divine be able to beat Team LCF so well in that first game, and we are there witnessing in the second game that Fanny, just causing trouble for the enemy side, and that is why the Fanny has been just banned out right now. And yep, the low E coming in as well, the diversion able to make such nice plays, sometimes even clutching out the entire game even the enemy is in the lead, and that is why I guess the diversion play, because of which the low E has been banned out and the XPRO banned out this time. I guess the XPRO did cause some problems in the last game, because of which he has been banned out. But so far, a lot of heroes are open. And what do you think, Itami? Will both the teams be looking to pick up in this game?
In my opinion, like LCF is the kind of team that like follows up the meta. They mostly prioritize the meta heroes, but meanwhile, the team Sacred Divine, that the jungler especially, he is kind of a player that relies on his
Fireflies
signature
born
picks,
by
but
thy
still
wish,
he is able to
guided
pull off the
by
victories as
lantern's
well.
light.
We saw the Granger on the last game. We saw the YSS on the game number 1, and so far he is able to do so good even onto the signature picks that is not followed so much on the meta. They are kind of a non-meta heroes compared to other assassins like the Nolan as well as the Hayabusa, Ling, Fanny. These are the heroes that has been onto the meta. But the Granger YS is coming up from him, but still
I'm not the
he is
only
able to
one
pull off
bound
such a
by
good
these
competition is
chains.
one thing that would be praised of. And from the side of Team LCF, we are seeing the Phobius getting first pick. So yeah, the Phobius is, if he is not banned, then definitely you should be prioritizing him as his first pick, because Phobius didn't got some like the adjustments on the recent patch as well, and he is really good on the EXP lane. So going for the Phobius is quite valid in my opinion.
Yeah, the Fovia's first pick, I mean, it is a very, very safe pick, as well as, one of the best picks right now in the EXP lane. And the EXP lane does need to be dominated by a hero, because of which the team will get an advantage in the turtle fight. Because if exp lane is dominated, that just means that the enemy will have one member less during that turtle fight in the early game, which is an advantage. And that is why the Phobius right now the strongest hero in the exp lane, and he will be picked up as the first pick for the side of team Lakshmi Chit Fund. But the Phobius does lack the mobility, because once he dives into the back line, he cannot make it back. Either he's dead, or else he's going to make the enemy die. So yeah, he's going to take up that kill. So that's why the Phobius is a double-edged sword. It can work, or it might turn against you. But on the other side, we see the Yuzong, being picked up to deal with the Phobius. But why do you think, the Phobius, sorry, the god has been picked up by the enemy side here?
They were on the round of 16 as well as on the round of 32. They did pick up the god, and it worked out quite well for them. The god is kind of a signature pick for the side of Team Sacred Divine of this like team comp. They are able to go with the god. The stuns from the god is quite annoying, and I have faced Sacred Divine myself, and I would say this god is going to be quite annoying. And going for him is one of like one of their main kind of lineups. Like it is like Estes, the Blacklist International, they rely on the supports, and from the side of Team Sacred Divine as well, they rely on to the Estes as well. The Estes is yet to be picked, but we are seeing the Minsitar on going to the gold lane this time. He is not getting banned, so he will be getting picked. So they are banning the Suyo. The Suyo is like he is one of the most recent heroes that has been released to the game. So there will be taking some time to figure him out, the counters as well as those what will be the counters of this hero as well as those builds. So I guess they are taking the safe side and just banning out this hero, because this hero is yet to get some mastery. Like most of the people have, I guess they have not got the mastery onto this hero. So going to the safe side, they are just banning it out. And looking at both of the drafts, I think they are like the Fanny getting banned as well. The Fanny that was picked up on the last game caused quite some trouble for the side of Sacred Divine, so they did ban it.
My
From the side
mission
of Team
is to
LCF,
protect
they are going with a
lives.
regular Hylos ban, even though Hylos got some adjustments onto this patch, but still he is still good. So banning the Hylos is quite like valid, I would say.
Yeah, I mean the high loss. I mean it's still very annoying for any assassin player to deal with the high loss, because once you go in, you get slowed down, and sometimes you cannot make it back out in time because of the stun that he has. And even myself facing the high loss in the rank, I mean I really feel annoyed because the enemy MMN mage, they stick to the high loss, and that is why I'm not able to deal enough damage. And even if I deal the damage, I'm not able to make it back out because the high loss second skill has just slowed me down so much. So yeah, that's why the others they have decided to ban out the high lows here. And the next ban will be the chip, of course, the almighty portal god chip. Because this guy, I mean, he's so annoying. He pops up on one side of the map, and the next second you see that, while I'm doing a split push, he just comes out of his shortcut, and then he places the portal on me, and I'm dead. And that's how this chip is so annoying, especially while doing those split pushes. And that is why they will be, banning out the chip here, I guess, to, get that advantage during the team fight. And the last ban coming in will be the Hayabusa here. And with that, the bans are all complete. The Suyo, though, I mean, the Suyo is a very good hero, because he does have the ability to do damage as well as take damage. So that is why it has been banned out as well. And yeah, the bans are complete right now. The second pick phase has been started. And yeah, Itami, take us away on how the the picks might go up, because you have much experience about both of these teams. So yeah, show us some light on this.
Um, I would say they will be proceeding with the rumor. I guess we might be seeing an Estes coming up from the side of Team Sacred Divine, considering they are quite reliant onto that Estes, unless an assassin is picked off from the side of Team LCF, which was able to pick off those kills onto that Estes back game. But this time, from the side of Team Sacred Divine, we are seeing the Tigreal, the tanky hero coming up from their side. So, okay, this is going to be quite interesting. And from the side of Team LCF, we are seeing the Link coming up. This Estes was picked from the side of Team LCF in both of the games. First game, it didn't work out quite well, but on the second game, his teleportations were really annoying. That is why this time the Team Sacred Divine decided to go to the safe side and banned out the chip this time. And we are yet to see the roamer coming up from the side of Team LCF, and this is maybe we are going to be seeing the Minotaur, and yes, that is going to be the Minotaur. The Valentina is not to be picked this time because the god has already been picked onto the mid lane, so they are proceeding to go with the Minotaur as well as the Diggy cannot be picked as well because the roamer is already picked. They have already gone for the Tigreal, so by far going for the Minotaur is quite a safe side, as well as like Minotaur is also really good, and MOBA Mizo will be proceeding to the final pick, and that is going to be the Roger onto the jungle. Even though Roger got adjusted onto the gold lane, like he is not so dominant onto the gold lane anymore, but still on the jungle he is doing quite good. So Roger is a really good pick, I would say, from the side of Team Sacred Divine. And this is going to be the match point between those two teams. And whichever teams proceeds to win this game, they will be proceeding to the semifinals as well. So back to you, Fredo.
Yup, and looking at the draft, or both the teams' draft being completed, it just, for me, I do feel like, the side of Team Sacred Divine, I mean, they look a little bit better in the composition because their composition, has, three frontliners who can deal a lot of damage, have that crowd control as well, and picking the link against the Minsitar. I mean, if the King's calling, is called during the right time, then this Ling is going to be, just totally useless in that team fight. He will get caught and he will not be able to dash out as well. So yeah, it might work against them right now, but they have decided to go with the Ling anyway. So yeah, right now we see the rotations already happening on the map. Both the hypers, the junglers starting on the gold lane side, and they will be rotating towards the EXP lane. So that means that the gold lane does have a little bit, a little bit, what to say, a free thing in the beginning of the game because they will not be disturbed by the junglers for a while.
Yep, and by far they are just trying to go for the neutral objectives. We might be seeing a skirmish going around in here. Claude is yet to use his Purify. He has used his Purify actually, and he needs to be a bit careful because the Tigreal as well as the Mincetar is there, and they have a disgusting amount of crowd control. So he needs to play a bit safe, even though the Minotaur is providing him some vision in there, and he is getting those gold buffs as well. Meanwhile, on the top side, we are seeing the Phobius as well as the Yuzong, and some pop-ups coming up from the side of Aurora, and the Tigreal will be forced to retreat this time, and the turtle is about to spawn. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we might be seeing a first blood going around. Phobius is looking quite low, but Ling has joined the team fight. The templates of Blades has been used, but Phobius is able to pick up the first blood onto that Yuzong. And I guess they will be proceeding for the turtle, but Moma Bizo looking quite in a bad position. The flicker has been used at it. Aurora and the freeze, beautiful freeze coming up. And Ling is able to secure the kill onto that Roger, and the turtle is about to spawn. This is not looking so good for the side of Team Sacred Divine. Siam will be retreating. There is no more minions, so he will be retreating for now. And the turtle has already been spawned, and LCF are looking on a better position to take down this turtle as well.
Yep, I guess the Ling will be, the Roger will be going for that blue buff instead of contesting for the turtle. He knows that his team is on a deficit right now. They need to cover that before, going for those fights right now. And okay, pause coming in. Maybe there is an issue with some technical stuff because of which this boss is called. But we will be resuming back very soon. So yeah, don't go anywhere. We will be back very soon. But right now while the game is paused, do you think the Link pick is a little bit overconfident coming in from the side of LCF because they do see that the enemy side has that Mincetar? So why do you think they still went for that Link pick? Is it to pick up the god or something?
It might be the case because God can deal some decent amount of damage from the backline as well. He just needs to be playing safe, and if you are not able to go to the backline to kill that God, then he can be quite annoying. That might be one of the reasons why Ling is picked. And I would say Team LCF is quite confident that they will no matter what, like even if Team Sacred Divine has the Mincitar, they will be trying to pick off the victory as well, even though they have the Ling and they kind of trust the team comms. That is why the Ling was picked off, even though the Mincitar was picked off first. So yeah, that is pretty much it for it.
Yep, and right now we know that the Roger has been nerfed as well as the Ling. The Ling has been nerfed on the critical damage part. He used to deal a critical damage of 150% because of his passive, but right now, because of the new, the new nerf on him, he got reduced to 140%. So yeah, a little bit damage reduction coming in from the side of the Ling. But on the other hand, in case of Roger, they did not really nerf his damage. Actually, what they nerfed is the cooldown of his transformation skill, because as a hero, the Roger is a very versatile one, because he can go to the goal lane, he can go to the jungle. Sometimes, sometimes, very rarely, he also goes into EXP. But in the jungle role, I mean, sorry, in the marksman role, he was just dominant, because the other marksmen do not have enough defense to go up against the Rogers wolf form in the early game, because of which the wolf form was able to dominate the enemy marksmen. And that is why the developers decided to nerf that Roger, increasing the cooldown of his transformation, so that he thinks a little bit before he dives in with that wolf form, because now the wolf form's defense has been reduced as well. The defense got reduced pretty badly, though, because it was 35 to 70 physical defense before. It just scales with the levels, but right now it is 20 to 60, and that means he is a very, very squishy in the early game. And with that, the game is already on. We are back already into the land of dawn. Both the teams seem to be doing pretty good. A little bit advantage though on the side of Team LCF, who were able to get 2 kills in the upper lane, in the goal lane area, as well as the turtle. So yeah, with that, we're proceeding already, and we might be seeing a potential gank coming in onto that goal lane side. Look at that.
Oh, the flicker has been used by the Tigreal in order to escape, and I guess the gold tower will be pretty much done. Godwit will be using his ultimate. The Frigid Glacier has been used as well. The Mystic Force also came up as well, but the Glacier, like the Frigid Glacier, was able to pick off such a time that the Mincita, here comes the King's Calling from that Mincita. The Purify has been used. Claude will be able to just barely escape this time. The flicker combo as well as the King's Calling has been used. God is trying to make a pop-up, and the kill has been done to the Cloud. Minotaur uses his ultimate. There is no one to follow up. He is able to secure a kill onto that God, and Aurora just followed up. I don't think she has her Frigid Glacier yet. Ling is there to pick up the kill, and there comes the Templates of Blaze and a double kill coming up from that Ling. Man, that was quite a trade of 3-for-1 trade actually. Claude was also picked off, but still it's quite worth it. Meanwhile, the Roger is trying to dive in. Momabiso trying to dive in. Ling doesn't have his Templates of Blades. He needs to be retreating. Aurora is trying to make some initiation. There comes the Frigid Glacier, and Ling able to pick off the mega kill this time. Man, what a team fight just came up from the side of Team LCF.
Yep, the Roger, I mean, he was just out damaging that Ling in the basic attack, but the Aurora was there to back him up. So yeah, he was able to deal a lot more damage and able to secure the kill as well. And the second turtle is already coming up, and I do not think the side of Team Divine is in a position to take the fight, but I do believe that they have a strong synergy, so they might be able to pull off something here, especially if the implosion connects well, as well as the Mystic Gush. The amount of damage they can deal is pretty big. So yeah, right now they will be looking to take that fight. Look at that, the Tempest of Blades and Minoan Fury, King's Calling, 3 ultimates, even the Frigid Glacier, the Blazing Duet, so many ultimates being used in the fight right now. But with that, the side of Team LCF will be coming out on top.
Damn, you are seeing some massive kind of skill gap right now. That Phobius is trying to dive in. A 3-for-1 trade was just done. They were able to secure the turtle as well. They need to be playing quite safe. We are seeing some team fights going on around on the top lane. The EXP fights, the Phobius as well as the Roger going up against each other right now. But the towers are not there, so I think Phobius will not be diving in and trying to play to the safe side. Roger is still there waiting onto the red buff, and Minotaur is also followed up, and they are just making sure they are going to pick off that kill onto that Yuzong. They are making sure the flick The recall is not used by that Roger, and there comes the gank, and Ling is able to secure the kill onto that Roger. The Frigid Glacier was just wasted, though God is able to pick up a kill onto that Claude just now. The Ling is trying to pull up in an initiation. There comes the Templates update. The flicker has been used by that God, and he will be escaping this fight.
Yep, and the Yuzong did have his ultimate there. I mean, he could have escaped if he tried, but I guess it was too late for him because he was frozen down by the Aurora. But that just means that he has to be a little bit more careful. Implosion coming in, look at that, as well as the Minion Fury. But right now we see the side of Team Divine making a comeback. They are onto the chase right now, and look at that, the Ling is being chased down. The Phobius is being chased down by the Yuzong there. Frigid Glacier being popped, Mystic Gush as well.
No.
And with that, the Roger securing the kill. But look at that, the Blazing Duet able to take out the Roger immediately there. And with that, all the members, almost everyone is dead here except that God and that Claude.
Damn, a 3-for-3 trade for both of the sides of the team. Sacred Divine are not backing off as well. They are pulling off quite well onto the team fights as well. And I would say it's not pretty much over for the side of Team Sacred Divine as well. They are pulling up quite a fight. Considering this is one of the best teams from India, they are still doing so good. They were able to secure one victory as well against them, but this is going to be the match point for one of those teams. So they need to put up the best competition in order to survive onto this tournament. The Roger is trying to join into the team fight, but he will not be able to do so. He is yet to get his roamer onto the position so that they will be initiating onto the team fight, and they will be retreating for now. The Yuzong trying to make an initiation in there, but they will not be doing so. The Black Dragon form is yet to be used, so I guess that they going to the retreat side would be a better option. The King's Calling has been used by the Minotaur. Minotaur will be using his ultimate as well. 2 kills picked up for the side of Team LCF, and this is not looking so good for the side of Team Sacred Divine. The King's Calling just connected, and they were able to pick up the kill onto that Mincetar as well as the Roger, and the Lord is about to spawn on the next 60 seconds. So Team Sacred Divine needs to play onto the safer side instead of going on to the team fights like this. If they get picked off like this, then that would be really tough in order for them to make a comeback.
Yup, they need to play it safe, and look at that.
No.
Again, the Mincetar taken down while trying to defend the red. I mean, he was taken down just a while ago because of trying to defend that mid lane tower. I mean, they could have just left it out because there was no way you're defending the tower against the Ling and the Claude, because they just have very powerful basic attacks. That is why they were actually making a comeback when the Tigreal used that implosion onto him. But look at that, the Phobius diving in too deep. That is a mistake.
No.
Oh my God, he secures the kill inside the tower. He will be taking down the Roger. Minion Fury Connecty as well. I mean, the side of them, the red team side, Team Divine is so low, but at the moment the Phobius will be taken down. He will be going down though by taking the kill onto that Roger, which means the the jungler of Team Divine will be unavailable for the Lord, and it will be a free Lord for the side of Team LCF.
Yep, and the Phobius just dived in, and just to stop that Phobius, they lost 2 of their members as well. So I don't think that was quite worth it for the side of Team Sacred Divine, as well as the Team LCF are able to secure the Lord as well for their side, and the Lord will be coming up as soon as possible from the, I guess it is supposed to be coming from the mid, considering they have all 3 of the inhibitor towers, but the tower shield is not there from the mid side. So I guess the Lord will be proceeding from the mid. Team LCF hasn't lost even one of their towers, and yes, that Lord is coming up from the mid side, and we are potentially going to see another big team fight coming up.
Yep, the Lord is marching down in the mid lane side, and they do need to relieve the pressure on the other lanes as well, because otherwise, oh look at that, the Tigreal, I mean, he has just used his flicker before the Lord even arrived. A nice bait of the skill from the side of TLCF. It means the implosion flicker will not come in, and look at that, the King's Calling has already been used. Black Dragon form as well. They are trying to defend their turret. down, and the Minon Fury will be connecting as well. And look at the blazing duet and the Tempest of Blaze being popped out as well. So many skills being used to take down each and every member. The Roger is still surviving though. Somehow, will they be able to defend it? The Phobius
Oh
goes
no! Povius
to
just
the
got taken
Yuzong, and
down.
somehow Team Sacred Divine still able to defend their base turret, losing two inhibitors in the process, but still able to defend it. What a defense! I mean, I thought it was over, but they are still fighting back so well.
I definitely agree with you. This team might be the dark horse of the tournament. Like they are able to do so well. The defense was so good. Even if they lost it to inhibitor towers, the three members of Team LCF were also gone as well. So that is the reason why they were not able to. Team LCF was not able to end up this game as soon as possible. And I think if there is a potential wipeout, then Team Sacred Divine might also end up winning this game.
Yeah, you're right about that. Sometimes even though you are the winning team, somehow, the enemy team is able to defend each and every attack that you throw at them. And that just creates
Oh, the link.
yes, the Big Star has
Ling.
tough, man.
There comes the implosion from the Tigreal as well. The double kill for that Ling, and the Templates of Blades has been used by him. The minions are yet to arrive from the top side. The minions are coming, but the Aurora will be taken down this time. Quite some bad positioning, I would say, from Hulk Peter. I guess he was having some internet issues, maybe, because going such in a straightforward way would not be one of his strategies, I would say. And the super minions has also been spawned from this side, and the Lord will be spawning. And I guess still Team LCF are on a better position to contest for the Lord, but I think the Roger will be trying to get in and try to contest for the Lord this time. The Lord is getting melted, though I don't think they will be able to make it on time, and Team LCF are able to secure the Lord as well.
Yep, but right now it's a 4v5 situation, and they might be looking for the implosion play. But no, it's too
Oh
late.
no.
Visita has been taken down. The Roger has been taken down. The Tigreal has been taken down as well. And look at that, only two members standing. I do not think it's enough to defend it this time. This time, Team Secret Define, I mean, only a miracle that can save them. I do not think the God has enough damage to defend them. He does not have his ultimate ready yet, and we will be using down the ultimate soon, I guess. But no, this no use. The base has went down, and yep, that will be the end of Team Sacred Divine's journey. And Team LCF will be advancing on to the semi-finals of Vortex